Last year, the Great British Bake Off moved to Channel 4 for the 7th series, with a revamped panel leaving fans fearing their favorite show was going to change. However, after a successful series, the most popular baking show set to return next month, and Paul has spoken out on what viewers can expect from the upcoming season. In an interview with The Guardian, the original judge was asked what he thought about claims the challenges were getting too hard for the contestants. Paul explained, "This year we have gone back to basics on a couple, because we were getting a bit overcomplicated. Sometimes it's not just about the bakers in the tent. It's about the people in the UK who watch the program. We want to encourage the viewers to bake. And it's worked. Thus far, everyone's got the baking bug, at some level." Alongside Paul, new judge Prue Leith and hosts Noelle Fielding and Sandy Toksvig also joined the conversation to discuss how they try to keep the show funny for viewers watching at home. The hosts were asked how they worked out the comedy bits they say in the show, and whether they just messed around and hope for the best. Noelle and Sandy admitted that on occasion they do just improvise. However, Prue was keen to add, they do work incredibly hard. These two have to write the stuff, then learn it and rehearse it. Most of the stuff in the tent, we just muck about, Noelle said. The only problem with improvising is that occasionally you'll get in a fridge. But I'm only working with the tools I've been given. And then you're in trouble. At some point, someone was going to get in one. There's a lot of fridges in the tent. However, Sandy revealed it is neither her or Noelle who came out with the best comedy one-liners. She claimed it is Paul who has the most natural comic timing. But Paul remained humble and simply replied, "I'm not sure you have discovered that." A big part of GBBO are the endless innuendos in each episode, and Noelle explained how it was initially difficult to adhere to such pressure and not wanting to disappoint the viewers. He said, "When we first got here, it was tricky for us because we didn't want to come in and try and change it too much. There was a bake-off way. We wanted to slot in and still retain our own style." Fans can rest assured, whilst Noelle and Sandy remain tight-lipped about the innuendos, they still remain a big part of the show, with the pair even revealing they are a bit naughtier this year. "It's not really your style or my style, is it?" Noelle sarcastically replied. "But we don't reject it." Often Prue naively says something which sounds ill and we giggle like schoolchildren. Sometimes we make Paul giggle. If it's happening, we go with it. Whilst the judges and hosts are an important part of the show, the contestants are ultimately the reason why viewers tune in week after week. Although none of the panel were certain about who will win this year's series, they couldn't help themselves but discuss Prue's unfortunate mishap last year on Twitter. "I don't know who will win because I've only had one season so far and I changed my mind 3 times about who I thought could win. This time I have no idea," Prue explained. "If you do know, don't tweet it." "Just saying," Sandy joked. It came after Prue revealed Sophie Faldo had won the previous series 12 hours before the final episode was broadcast on Channel 4. Her tweet said, "No one told me judging a GBBO final would be so emotional. I wanted them all to win. Bravo Sophie." The judge, who was in Bhutan at the time, quickly deleted the message, apologized and later tweeted, "I am so sorry to the fans of the show for my mistake this morning. I am in a different time zone and mortified by my error." Despite the mishap, the final was watched by a record number of people for Channel 4 and according to reports, 7.7 million tuned in to see Sophie crowned the winner. Great British Bake Off returns to Channel 4 next month.